Are you sure you're ready?
Hello.
She's ready.
I'm ready. The boys are ready. Kinsley's ready. Is Nathan ready?
Ready.
Ready. Ready, set, garden.
Done. Hello. Hello, hello. So we are going to do a small garden tour because it is a small garden. It is what it is.
Yep.
This is what we got so far. And then when we're done with that, Katie and I are going to get ready for chicken processing tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Fun times.
Yep.
All right, here we go. And we're off.
So everything in these 2 raised beds were from those little tobacco trays that I planted a long time ago that we weren't sure were even gonna come up. So happy to say they are looking awesome. We've got chard, we've got different green leaf lettuces, we've got a red leaf lettuce, we've got 4 basil plants and a dill plant, and that little chive actually made it, surprisingly.
These were going to seed.
Yeah, we have to keep picking them.
Yeah, I picked. You can see I picked, and then these went to seed, or that.
Yeah, I took the tops off.
Oh, that smells so good.
The basil.
I'm gonna have some.
Last night
Check for bugs.
I took some of the chard, basil, dill, and then a whole bunch of ingredients that our neighbors had given us, and I put it into like a vegetable medley over rice, and it was really good for dinner last night, and I added some scrambled eggs to it with a little bit of like rice vinegar and soy sauce. So good. Love fresh basil. The dill's really good too.
I had myself on mute because I was chomping down on that basil.
Oh, I see.
It's so good. I love it. I love just basil off the vine, or whatever you call it, stalk. Whoa. There's always something going on.
There's always something.
What do we have in this?
This
Raised
one
bed,
is
Katie?
the kale, but it is very buggy now. The spinach did not make it at all, so all of the spinach died. But our kale is ready to pull up. We're gonna go ahead and pull it up this weekend and probably add some more soil and then replant.
Oh, look at all the little critters just eating away.
Yep.
What are those things? Like little worms of some sort. There's everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. I'm not sure what exactly those are. We didn't have an issue last year with them. And it's weird that it's only on the kale and it hasn't made it over to that bed. So maybe it's because that has the basil in it. Our marigold didn't.
Yeah, we didn't do any well, we did 2 marigolds in here, but they didn't survive because we did them as tiny little things and they just didn't get enough sunlight.
So we'll plant some more marigolds in here as well.
I think that was the secret sauce last year.
The marigold.
The marigold around all the plants.
It really
helped.
Seemed to help, yeah. And then this is kind of just, it's not really our garden. We do have some marigolds coming up in that one.
Nice.
So we do have some ready. I can just move that planter over there. And then our blueberries. We can...
This one's lost all of its leaves.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Like it's losing all of its leaves.
It's got like a spider. I wonder, it's got something on it.
Like
Something might be eating all of the leaves off of it. Interesting.
Yeah, and this one too, over here.
Oh.
Oh, and look, we got a little blueberry. Do you want it?
No. Tart? So glad I said no.
Tart.
So yeah, we'll have to, we probably need to get these in the bigger pots.
We do.
And get some more soil and stuff to them, because this one seems to be doing pretty well and has new growth. So just kind of trim them up. You want to update on your overwintered peppers from last year?
Yeah, so as you can see, they are flourishing. They're doing quite well.
So many peppers.
I've harvested them all already, and then I chopped off all of the stuff that was alive, and I just left the dead stalk, AKA they died over winter, and it didn't work because somebody forgot to actually continue to water them. Myself. That's me. I did it. I didn't water them over winter. Overwintering doesn't mean just forget about them.
It doesn't mean put them in a pot and put them in the closet.
No. So that's a little disappointing, but you know what? whatevs.
We learned, and now we know what to do this time. Except the downside is I didn't plant any peppers because we were anticipating already having peppers started. So
There's a lot of things we wanted to do, but
we just didn't get to it.
we're just too busy with other things, and
Oh, those cucumbers look great.
it's just kind of where we are this year, and that's just okay. So I'm going to take off the screens from the windows of the house. This does help.
Yeah.
This does actually help provide a little bit of shade for them. Actually, I'm going to hold them because you're going to talk.
What am I talking?
Oh, we were talking about this.
Okay. So we have cucumbers and zinnias, and then our beets.
We have 3 types of cucumbers.
Yes.
There's 3 different ones. This one is doing very, very, very well. Mm-hmm. Do we have any indication of a growth? I like how I love the little
tendrils.
Yep,
Those
that wrap around things. It's so cool. I had to push this one in and show it that there was something to climb on because it was falling down.
And that's good that we have so much overhang on the side because we could get it to go that way so the one in the middle doesn't get overcrowded.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I've never planted zinnia before, so I'm excited to see what they look like. Those are supposed to deter any of the cucumber bugs and worms that typically affect the cucumbers. That's why we put them there.
Yep.
So hopefully those help.
And then these are radish? No.
No, those are beets.
Beets, my apologies, I meant that. I meant to say beets. 3 different types of beets. 1, 2, 3.
And we did plant them all the way across, but it looks like
Yes.
quite a few didn't germinate for some reason. And then our cilantro is doing well, but our thyme did not come up, which is interesting. And this is slow bolt cilantro. So I planted the slow bolt because obviously in the hot seasons, cilantro bolts extremely quickly when it's hot weather. So I was hoping that doing the slow bolt and keeping it kind of shaded, we'd be able to have cilantro into the summer. So I'm excited because this is enough to start actually using.
Good. Notice the addition to our...
Yes, we got a water bucket. That's exciting.
And that's because yesterday I was dragging the hose. We were dragging the hose back and forth to different things. And I dropped it, and I dropped it too hard, and it broke the tip where it actually has the little screw thing on it. So it's completely unusable for attachments. And so now I can use it to fill up big giant jugs like this and then use a watering can to water. Figure it out, Winston. You got it. You can do it. Figure it out.
He's
Come on.
like, I want to.
Yep. It's like, I'm not sure how to.
Oh, she's kicking me.
It is just muggy out here.
It is very uncomfortable outside right now. Hi, buddy. These are the radishes.
These are delicious. I've had 2 so far. I think they're ready to harvest. Because radish is quick. I mean, look at this.
Usually they have a whole bunch at the bottom, not just one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they're usually packs, kind of like potatoes. I could be wrong. I've never actually grown radishes before, but that's how I always see them at the store, is like on a big grouping of them.
What is this?
That is the calendula or the nasturtium. It was the nasturtium is what we planted. So there's nasturtium in here, and then the peas are not doing as well.
No, somebody commented that they're fall. They're a fall crop, or a cooler weather crop.
Yes.
They don't do well in summer.
They don't.
I mean, they're not doing horrible.
Yeah.
But need to get them to come up here, and I don't know how to get them to stay up there. Maybe have to, I don't know.
Just train them around, but yeah, I was gonna plant some more for our fall garden. And then our one marigold is coming up.
Oh yeah, look at that. It actually is like tripled in size in the last two days.
It has. This one died. I can see the little where it was.
Yep.
It did not make it.
Nope.
But that's okay. And then, yes, the radishes and the nasturtium. And then behind you are all of our potatoes.
I like this. This makes me happy.
Yes.
I think that was cool.
It's coming up.
Yeah, they're finally coming up. They're finally coming up.
That's exciting.
These things have been in here for weeks now. And they're finally starting to come up. So, yay for that. Oh good, there's another one over there. And this is planted differently, so that batch that Katie's burying herself in, this went onto bare dirt, and then we mounded and put grass clippings as mulch. Yep. This one is on top of cardboard, and it's just pure mulch. It's actually cardboard, not mulch, compost.
Compost.
Then the seeds, and then more compost. That's all it is. So I'm just curious to see how they fare between being on dirt and being on a layer of something.
Yeah, and then I know in a Kraemer Life episode, we showed that we tilled this area. We covered it back up. We have not planted it yet. That was kind of our test run for the tiller, just kind of see how it worked and everything. But that is a goal. We will get something planted there. It'll probably be some of our fall crops. At this point. We know we're so far behind. Oh yeah. Being July that we're now just planting our fall garden. We've accepted our fate of our summer garden was kale, chard, lettuce, basil.
Yeah, we didn't even get our tomatoes in.
Nope, we didn't get anything in.
Instead of putting tomatoes over here,
we have comfrey.
We put in comfrey.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of comfrey root clippings from permapastures. And so we planted them over here for now. So cool. Mm-hmm. And then we'll dig these up and do some more root clipping and propagate them to, oh, interesting that something's eating it.
Mm-hmm. And we know that comfrey roots can grow up to 9 feet down in depth. So
yeah, so they'll be there forever.
Yeah, they'll always kind of be in this area, which we're fine with. We didn't put them in an area that we cared. That
they keep coming, because this will probably continue to be a garden of something, or I don't know.
Yeah,
who knows what the ore
it would
is.
be nice to do like maybe a couple right here, because I am looking like long term. This will all be cleaned up, this area will be cleaned up, and so a lot of these groupings of really unattractive overgrowth, when we have an opportunity, we'll start clearing through those, because it'd be kind of cool to put like a little berry garden or something in here on the rocks and just kind of the way it is. So it'd be nice to have, yeah, all of the things close to the house that you could have. So if you're staying here, you could come out and pick some herbs or some berries and stuff. I just think it'd be a cool little thing for guests. I would like that if that was an option. Yeah. Like I'm staying somewhere and
that would be cool.
I can, help myself to what's around the house. Whoa.
Yeah, this is still fairly deep.
That's very deep.
Run the lawnmower through it and it got stuck.
I see. I was like, oh, that's deep.
So there is one more part to our garden. Just one.
Just one? Are you sure it's just one? Because we have mint over there.
There's 2 things left to show you. Katie has spoiled number 2.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
It's okay. And we're gonna go into the carport. So earlier, during winter, we actually planted some
garlic.
Thank you, honey, for the words. Some garlic. And there were a lot more, but the chickens got into some things that they shouldn't have gotten into, but free range. So those are hanging. That's cool. It smells delicious. And then actually we do have another container of garlic that I just haven't pulled up yet. So the garlic was in here. We have some more garlic in here. So you could see I was digging through it. We've got another little piece of garlic. Look at that. That's just so cool. It's still tiny. Yeah. It's gonna be like
baby garlic.
Top it with salad. And then over here we have the mint, right?
Yes,
this
and
is
then
like
we have more comfrey.
And like a chocolate mint, is that what it is?
Yeah, I believe this is the chocolate mint that one of our neighbors gifted us. We threw it in there because we weren't.
Smells good.
We weren't ready to plant it because mint can be very invasive and it spreads. So.
I think I can just eat it, right?
Oh yeah, you can just eat it. It's probably pretty strong.
Whoa, that's strong. That's so, oh, that's good.
Yeah, it'll be good for teas and,
oh my gosh.
And for some cooking and stuff.
Wow, that's really delicious.
Mint's really good. And it's a great natural deterrent for a lot of pests. So it's one of the container plants that I do plan on putting up near the house. I want to have like citronella, lavender, mint, marigold, basil, just kind of placed around in little containers, so to kind of help with some of the pest control, both for us and also for the food.
So this comfrey here, we got this last year from, again, Permapastures. It was actually gifted to Mr. Wayne, and I took a little bit of his. And then the soil that's inside of it is actually almost 3-year-old worm castings.
Oh yeah, because is that what we had our avocado plant in?
When we were doing kind of beginning stages of gardening in Portland, I was experimenting with red worms, the red wigglers, and we were doing compost with them and getting the castings from it. It made really
great soil.
Thick, rich rather, not thick compost. It was awesome. So, ta-da! That's the garden tour.
That's what we have. I'm pretty proud of it, considering we really thought we weren't going to have a garden this year with how things just kind of ended up.
Yeah.
With all the projects and.
But we'll get all our fall stuff going. We haven't done much up by the barn with the watermelon.
Pumpkins, watermelon, corn.
I always say watermelon, pumpkins.
That's okay.
We'll do that after we process chickens tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Saturday and Sunday, we'll start working on that. Ooh, that's gonna be, I'm still.
Oh, look how cute those are. Those are adorable.
Little tiny. It's almost like it reminds me of a pine nut.
Oh, pine nuts, yeah.
Which would be good on a salad. So.
All right.
Today was really nothing special. I actually edited a video that you're gonna see your today, our tomorrow. It's coming out Friday.
Okay.
And you were very productive at work.
I was.
And you have tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday off.
I do.
So that's awesome.
Exciting.
And now we're gonna go and get set up for chicken processing.
Yep, prepped for tomorrow so that we can wake up early and get everything done, just the two of us, before the heat starts, so.
Yeah, and then you can find out all about how that went on tomorrow's
Saturday.
episode of Keeping It Kraemer.
Yep.
So with that.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Anybody want to say goodbye?
They're all over there.
Anybody? Anybody?
Richard said his farewell.
Good enough.